It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just one hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to LOOT.BET CS Season 7 after a bit of an extended break. We're ready to jump into Hard Legion versus Nemiga, our second best of 3 of the day. I'm the Eternal J. I'm joined by Dweg for this one here. Hard Legion coming off the back of a recent victory over in another tournament, and therefore their momentum swing may well be confident against this Nemiga squad. Dweg, let's get some thoughts about this best of 3 before we jump into our pistol round.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is probably, at least for us, going to be one of the closest series that I think most people are going to see on LOOT.BET. Both these teams have really been on the rise recently, especially Nemiga. You look at the triple amount of players of the core of MDS, Lollipop, and Box. They've been together for so long, and you've almost felt as if this could be the year that Nemiga finally get on the back, because they're getting some really good results recently.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nemiga have been a fantastic team as of lately. I've been really enjoying their rise up through the ranks, and I've also been enjoying their rivalries with certain CIS teams. I've been particularly enjoying their runs against Hard Legion. Now, the key thing about this particular matchup is the fact that these two teams have shared a lot of history together. They've got 14 map wins on the Hard Legion side, 11 map wins for Nemiga, and 5 series best of 3 split between each of them. So big rivalry here between these two teams. They have battled it out against each other for supremacy in many different tournaments. They battled in 2 series in LOOT.BET Season 6, and they're actually sharing maps from their first series together in that particular tournament. Overpass and Inferno being the 2 maps as our second and third respectively. Mirage is the first map, though. It was picked by the Nemiga side, and what are we hoping to see out on this map here?
Yeah, look, I mean, really, Lollipop coming alive. He's a player that's probably like the main star for this lineup. So really going out into Mirage, getting him fired up, getting obviously the AWP onto Speedak, who used to play for these guys once upon a time. Speedak used to be the AWP for Hard Legion before they replaced him with Rage.
Well, the pistol round coming out for the Hard Legion squad as taps up from MDS, trying to look for the Hard Legion opener, but they won't be able to get anything out of this one. Box instead on the backstab actually catches off Sviat instead. So that's a nice opening kill, but the bombs plant will be secured as Hard Legion storm in. Very little resistance over on the B bomb site. Taps up from Box looking for Rage. Can't quite find him. And taps up from the Glocks here of Foresters. Crad gets that kill on MDS. Further taps in from the T side line. A 4 versus 3, excuse me, is Kinky and Speed start getting some trades together. Forrester going to tap away with the Glock in the back corner. Speed will going to take him down, and Crowd left as the last man left here. The 1 versus 3. He's got low speed players. Good headshots on the first man. Got to wrap back in against Box, so he's sticking the defuse. Taps up desperately, going for the knife kill. Somehow gets that in, and there's no kit left for Speed. Crad saves the round for his team.
What? So... What? So Crad realizes the only way he wins that round is if he denies that defuse from coming through. How does Speedak not get that trade? Oh my goodness. It all comes down to Speedak to try and help Box get the defuse through, and Crad. Oh, what a clutch to come out. The knife, the extra $1,500 in kill bonus. What a round from Hard Legion. That was a 1 versus 3.
What the hell? That shouldn't be allowed. 1 versus 3. He's got a ton of money. Oh my word. Those are rifles brought down, of course, as you would expect. The AKs coming in, the Lils as well. And just Hard Legion setting themselves up towards the mid position. The mid control will come out from the Nemiga, are just kind of suppressed back early on, going to keep themselves away for the most part.
Yeah, Nemiga, not really getting too much information. MDS is really the only person trying to fight out from mid. That's a good shot into Kinky. So Nemiga actually finding that opening man advantage. And, well, there's no real way for Hard Legion to trade because they're all grouped up in mid at the moment, looking to see if they can be able to bring it back into a 4-on-4.
Well, a minute to go, and Speedax going to control in from the connector area. Hopefully swing in and get a pick back with the Deagle, but not getting too aggressive here for the Nemiga side. They found that opening kill. They can find a little bit more. The scout does get forced opposition, and Speedax, seeing those smokes coming in, will start to make its way around the corner. A bit of a tight angle to take, and Forrester will shut him down. The scout shot from box will only be able to do so much here for the Nemiga side. Hard Legion will make their way in towards A, look for a bomb plant. Lollipop is out here towards the Palace position. Could eventually drop a player out in the open. Indeed, Forrester will go falling. Damage has been done towards Crad. He's going to go down as well. Raiden's Fiat. Suddenly, last 2 players left. Scout shot's not quite connecting, but it doesn't matter because the Deagle can do it better. MDS with 4 kills and a round on the board for Nemiga.
I tell you what, they stack that bomb site incredibly well, and it all starts off by getting that opening advantage, getting that 5-on-4, and Lollipop being able to pull a distraction away from that Palace position allows all of his teammates to try and make their way in from the CT ticket position. And well, for Hard Legion, there's no bomb plant, but it has to be a force buy because they'll be on double eco status. And I'll tell you what, Jay, these last couple of weeks from LOOT.BET, we have seen a lot of these force buy conversions coming through.
Absolutely, we have, and a number of them have been very successful. Hard Legion, part of many CIS squads that have made these sort of buy-ups work, and you can see MDS playing contact against them. The nades are out. Put that straight up against them. Oh. Damage done. That's significant. That's going to hurt them quite a bit. MDS still jump facing. Smokes coming up. The AK will back up here towards the back line. Start looking for players. Hard Legion start looking for a plant. Start looking for a site. And tags up, damage being done. The AK will catch off 2 players, take them both down, drop that bomb in the open. Box also going to swing in and get a kill back as Fiat and Forrester also get some kills. And Lollipop getting Forrester next, leaving it all to Rage in the back line. The Tech 9, all that remains. And he can only do so much here. He'll tap, he'll burst, he'll spam, but he will not get the round. It's Nemiga in with their second on the CT side.
Very good round, and great round from MDS. So what he actually does there is, first of all, he has a massive HE that throws down a smoke, and rather than re-aggressing and trying to hold an aggressive face, he actually just falls back, tries to play around that bench area. And what that does is it slows down Hard Legion trying to find the entries on the site. It allows the retakes from the A-bomb site players to come in pretty quickly. And for Hard Legion, unfortunately, not finding any success off the back of that force buy, meaning that Nemiga are going to be able to convert 2 rounds in a row, and, well, it's pretty much just Glocks and upgraded P250, but this should be a pretty easy round coming out from Nemiga. Should not struggle with this whatsoever. And Kinky does at least find 1 kill, so at least something that they can be happy about, but all in all, pretty easy cleanup.
Yes, Fiat 7 HP, 1 vs 4. Hard Legion, we'll have to concede this one. And the anti-eco going about as well as anti-ecos do go here. Last player spotted. Speedax doesn't actually land that orb shot, even though that was a pretty easy kill. But Sviat does have to go down. He has to get the extra bonus for falling to the CT forces. Then get a knife kill in, that would be fantastic for Lollipop. He's going to take his way in from the AK. We've already seen 1 good knife on the pistol. Let's see if we can see on the anti-eco. Speedax is missing orb shots to left, right, and center. Why can't he get these together? I mean, it's going to be pretty important for them. I mean, they need that AWP to shine here on Mirage. So far, only a few opportunities presenting themselves. All of them missed out. Hard Legion now up to the rifle round.
I'll tell you what, that's actually a pretty worrying sign coming out in the early stages of Mirage that Speedax has been able to miss a couple of easy shots. Hopefully that changes, and now going into round number 5, which will obviously be the first gun round of the game. And no money there for the AWP to come up for the T side. So there's only going to be 1 on the playing field. Speedax changed up his position, and he's pushed up very aggressively out through short. But that top mid smoke does not have a gap on the left-hand side. It's a little bit deeper than normal. But look at the nades.
Straight in against Box. First man down. The stack in over to Connector. And the AK, a Lollipop. Watching out from ramp, keeping an eye on any of the T-side players that make their way in. The bomb gets dropped over, and the AK will move forward. Set up the utility for Hard Legion as they go for the set piece in towards the A bomb site. Re-smoke down from the CTs will stop the early utility from coming in. That's all their smokes used, by the way. They have to commit off the back of this, so just use their flashbangs for entries.
That's really big that Lollipop's been able to re-smoke that position. And like you said, Jay, they have to try and push through, and they've not been successful. A 3 versus 3 Forrestar may have made a little bit of noise. They certainly know where he is now, but they don't know where Lollipop's gone to, and they're able to find out the trade. So man advantage now going the way of Hard Legion.
And damage done to Joe. Next up, MDS on the short position. Crad thinks he's coming in from the main bomb site, but he goes down, and Joe will be quick to follow. So Hard Legion there with a second, and what seemed like it may have been a scuffed sort of execution with the lineups coming in from Lollipop in particular. One of those kills into their own right with the smokes being wasted as well. The flashbang somehow managing to come out on top there with the entries from Hard Legion. Kind of unexpected again with the number of smokes that they used, with all of them getting wasted on the actual execute itself. But the rebuy will come back from Nemiga as we go back and forth for the rifle buy-ups here. Hard Legion with the AWP in for Rage. Going out towards the apartment's face first up. No AWP for the CT side. It's Nemiga trying to get aggressive towards underpass the start.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty interesting stance coming out from Nemiga. So they're actually not really taking any mid-territory at the moment. They've got a double con setup coming out and Box playing through the underpass. This needs to be a big kill. Look at that from Rage. How does the AWP win out that fight? And for Hard Legion, that's such a big opening.
And a slow face coming in from the HL team. M4 of Speedak falling back over past the smoke. The flashbang's coming over once again. The smoke's down over to the connector area. We'll just try and keep them at bay here. A minute to the clock, and it has been very quiet from Hard Legion off the back of that opening kill. They are stacked up to the apartments. It looks to be a B set piece.
No, MDS, this needs to be a big hold from him. He's able to find the first, but he needs to try and deny as much time as possible, but he goes down. Joe's going to be quick on the rotate. That's the bomb drop. They can bring the rotates in, and Hard Legion, they need to continue these trade kills.
Yeah, Joe's got a ton of information for his team. Crad at the edge of the smoke, though, he's not needed. Sviat's going to take down Speedak, and Lollipop comes in with a quick trade back once again. Rage with the AWP in the apartments. He's been seen, and he's been dead. Now it's all left to Crad. The bomb yet to be planted. 30 seconds for him to clutch these 2 kills. He is sneaking in against Lollipop. Could catch him as the smoke starts to get clear and gets that kill, seeing the head of the last man. Joe's got to stay alive and stay hidden. 20 seconds. Got to hold off against the Russian. Bearing in against him from the right-hand side of the bomb site. He's trying to play against the cover, but he's spotted and sprayed. And Crad will get a 2K to keep things alive for Hard Legion. A great offensive thrown up by Nemiga, but a bit too overzealous to cost them the round.
That's big from Crad. Very big round indeed to be able to clutch out that 1 versus 2. And again, I've been pretty impressed by the at least the anchors at the B bomb site. They've done a really good job of trying to contain the Ts and just almost not let them run out on the site completely. One thing that Hard Legion has certainly had a difficult time with some of these B takes, Jay, is getting like deep map control, pushing out through short or out market once clearing the site. Nemiga have been so fast on some of these rotates and trying to retake in. Hard Legion have certainly had a bit of a difficult time, but this is the opportunity for them to go back to the set piece at the A bomb site up against the eco round.
Utility coming out here. USPs and CZ standing by on the 4-man passive-aggressive stack. Crad and Sviat, the opening 2 kills. Crad takes himself out of play. I don't know how he did that. I'm imagining it may have been a 1G based on the fact there was a Molotov thrown, but 4 versus 2 situation, the Deagle and the P250 in check. Joe will do some damage. Rage will get tagged to 1 HP, but it looks like they're going to stay alive for this one. MDS faced in, the AK's around the corner. Should be able to take them both down, lining up the spray against Joe, and now needs MDS to close out the round, and indeed, he'll be able to do so.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just 1 hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
Well, that's the lead, Jay. It is the lead up for Hard Legion for the first time other than when the pistol round came out for them. But they need to be able to continue this momentum. This is, what, 3 rounds in a row now going the way of the T's. How does Rage even escape not going down to cross over to the top mid boxes?
And get a second face in to try and take a pop shot off.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even die to that. 2 HP left for the AWP of the T side. And Crad down towards underpass, will get spotted out by Box. Nice and easy for that kill to come through for the CT side. But the secondary kill also very, very easily found. The AWP could be in a lot of trouble. The T side as a whole could be in quite a fair amount of it. Smoke's coming in from the CT side. Kinky's going to peek up, try to take a blind fire against Roxon. Will do some damage, 66 HP left for him, but no kill back for the T side on trade.
A hard Legion. One thing they've certainly done a really good job at, especially around mid, is taking a lot of control. Nemiga have, other than the couple of times that they try and press the AWP aggressively when they've got it, we really haven't seen any kind of counteraction around this mid phase. They're allowing a lot of map control to come through for the T side, and that can allow the window presence. And yeah, that's certainly coming out from Forrester, but they are in a man disadvantage.
Yeah, time is ticking away. The AWP will focus with Box bursting with the M4. Speed that face round. Box gets that kill. Looking for Forrester next. No, the AK frag comes back in 4 versus 3, making it 2 as the bomb gets dropped. And Kinky will have to do the heavy lifting here. He'll get 1 kill with Rage in such an awkward position to support it here. If he even takes a bullet, a blind shot against him on any part of the body, he's a dead man. The bomb plant can get secured here. Rage will be watching out the pass area. He's been keeping his eyes on the ramp instead. Kinky spammed up, damage done. Does escape towards the firebox here as Lollipop starts to close in the gap. We'll see the man's head and take him down. So it's all after Rage. AWP in the sniper's nest. This should be a safe call from here.
You'd have to expect it, right? I mean, there's no, especially with how low he is. That's a good shot coming out. He actually might try and go for this now, but the bomb, it's not planted for him. So best bet is just trying to see if he can bring on to that AWP into the next round. It was a very good round coming out from Nemiga, a great retake, and it all really comes off that presence of finding the couple of opening trades. We saw Hard Legion try to aggress Savat into that window room position, but for Nemiga, it was a 1-for-1 trade, and then, well, Speedak, they have no idea that he's there.
And Nemiga holding off against the Hard Legion camp again with all the damage being done early on in the round. It just kind of fell apart from there as they couldn't find the kills, they couldn't find the damage to trade things. And the M4s and the AKs coming out for Nemiga. AKs obviously saved. The reinvestment back from them will leave the economy very, very low. And Hard Legion's also going to take a lot of damage on the money line. The pockets are going to start hurting for these two teams. But even so, Hard Legion will opt to take their rifles and press into the B bomb site. They basically just decided on this hit immediately. MDS, I think he saw some info, saw some players popping out the AK, going to look for that headshot. Incendio is coming in, 1 player spotted as they make their way out. He's got backup in Joe, but he's very quickly taking out MDS on site, also quick to fall. 5 on 3 for the CTs that make their way into the market area, but I think this is probably best to be a safe call here. Unless they go up a kill in like the next 5 seconds or so, there's just no way this retake's going to come in.
Yeah, so considering how far out of position they are, Lollipop still being around that CT position, Speedak was in a somewhat decent position to try and retake if he had teammates around him. But look, they're in a 2-man disadvantage, and really what that comes down to for Hard Legion is, well, it's not really like a B execution, but more just like a walkout from the apartments. They don't show any kind of mid presence in their default, and well, the entries are just so sharp to come out from both Crad and Kinky. Once they take down the 2 B defenders, it's pretty much all but over. And they are going to go hunting. I don't know how much they'll find with it, especially with these top angles coming through. I can't believe Kinky wins that. That's insane.
Expecting that corner, and that's going to do a lot to Nemiga. I mean, they could have potentially forced a buy up around the 3 rifles, but the fact they lost one of them, going to be a lot less justifiable, I feel like. And yeah, this is not going to be a buy up here from the CTs. They will save their weapons, they will save their money, and try a buy up in the next round after that, sure. Put these 2 rifles in towards that mid position and try to set up a crossfire for the early mid control. But I imagine this will just be a suicide mission more than anything else. The USP's on site, the AK from Forrester peeking in. Joe's got a deagle, could do some damage, but dealt with by Kinky very, very quickly. Player on site also going to go falling. Lollipop gets 1 kill in trade, but that may be as far as they go.
Yeah, they probably just try and hold on to this M4 from Box. I mean, they will get a buy up in the next round. And Hard Legion, I got to give a lot of credit coming out from Savat. I mean, again, I compare them to a team like Jerry's team, Forza. The fact that they are very uncharacteristic with a lot of the T sides, and there are 2 Russian teams that do very well on the T side. I would say Hard Legion have probably got a better T side than Forza do, but I mean, you look at the strat coming out in this round, Jay, they walk out from ramp. They have no utility there's already a player in Tetris before contact is even made from the ramp player. So it shows their, vast majority of different setups on the T side. And for Nemiga, it seems like they're having a difficult task of being able to deal with exactly what's going through and trying to get the information.
Hard Legion stacking things up on their T side, starting to get some really good rounds on the board. Try and continue that which they have gained at this stage. Once again, this is the map pick of Nemiga, so if they can get a good T side right here, then Hard Legion will be in a very, very good spot. I mean, both teams tend to have some pretty good win percentages on their halves, more for Nemiga on the CT side, so be nice to see whether they can make this make good on what they have this first half. But Hard Legion are doing a great job of counteracting them at this moment. I mean, again, they've got the rifles back out. 3 nades stacking towards Connector. They tried this a few rounds ago. Now Nemiga have stopped going towards Connector as a result. Hard Legion are just not going to get that kill any more than that. The nades will get wasted. Krad's going to burn. Okay. I don't know why he sat in that Molotov in the apartments area. That's very confusing.
It looked like he was just trying to take the fight to the short player. He was just waiting for an overextension, and, well, it just didn't come through at all. And burning for such a long amount of time. And, well, Hard Legion, now they've lost Rage. So, in a 3-on-5, this is a very difficult position for Hard Legion to try and bring this back. They don't really have any mid presence at all. They are going to leave Kinky around this top mid face. But for Nemiga, honestly, the only way they lose this round is if they overextend and start making mistakes and give up some really easy 1v1 aim duels. Because at the moment, with 50 seconds on the clock, there is no way they lose this round.
No, absolutely none. It's just pure and simple. Unless they isolate a couple of good kills and somehow storm the bomb site with less players on it. They're going to lean towards ace. They have to isolate one of the kills in a 2-2 split. 30 seconds. They have gained that opener on box, but now Flash is coming in. Sviat's going to make his way through that smoke and Connector. Lollipop's going to keep his eyes on ramp, check out Palace, but again, Connector is going to be the main choke point. The bomb plant can get secured. Kinky's going to get baited in. Lollipop's going to fire something from the swing wide. Gets himself 2 and 3 kills. Lovely stuff from Mr. Lollipop. AK picked up by the man. 3K for the 5th of Nemiga.
Oh, what a nice little scene there. So fantastic 3K coming out for Lollipop. And, well, for Hard Legion, it all fell apart once they lost that opening picks. And that's something that you can notice a lot of the time about this team is that they thrive once they get the opening kills. They get so much momentum in the round when they find an opening advantage. When it doesn't go their way, they often struggle to try and bring the round back. And look at the aggression coming out for the CTs. Super aggressive up through mid.
Good kill from Rage. Box going to double up, though. And Lollipop's there to back him up with the AK-47. Box ends up with a triple kill of his own right, though. So building on to what his teammate backing him up was able to do in the last round. Trying to make it a 4K, and indeed he does. Nice and efficient there from Nemiga down the mid control. And Hard Legion just got decimated by that CT side. A monstrous play that took out the entire rifle buy. Again, those were AKs. That wasn't an anti-eco round. Nemiga just monstering their way into their 6th.
Well, we've seen for so long how deep into the sites Nemiga have been playing, and well, that's the first time they've actually tried to take the fight, tried to get super aggressive, hyper aggressive up through mid, and well, for Hard Legion, they weren't expecting it at all. It was a really good read coming out from Nemiga, and it shows that they've certainly got a way of counteracting Hard Legion, and that's going to tie us up at 6 apiece now. And you look at the buy from Hard Legion, it's not one of the best, but they are grouped up at the B apartments once again.
The nades doing damage to Sviat. At least one player gets ahead of the curve and does manage to take down a kill. MDS in the back lines will face against Krad, but Krad shuts him down. The AWP of speed again missing here in the back line. A 5-on-3 as they storm the site, they take control. And just as quick as the Nemiga won that last round, Hard Legion looking like they're going to do the same right here. Some nades on doing damage, but unable to get any kills. And again, no kills offering themselves up in the first 5 seconds of the post plant. So this is another one and done round from Hard Legion. A 7th. They maintain their lead on the T side.
And I really don't like blaming players because it's just not a nice thing to do. But you've got to think for Speedak, like, come on, what's going on here? These are missed, I wouldn't say easy shots, but shots that he should be hitting. And you would think that if he's just hitting shots on a consistent basis, then Nemiga would be able to get so much more out of him. the fact of not even a complete buy. They've got AKs to work with and a couple of upgraded pistols on a couple of players. They just overwhelm that B bomb site. And Hard Legion, well, they take the lead back so quickly.
Yeah, 7-6. Again, lead maintained by Hard Legion and potentially a half to be won right here on round 14. The buy from the CT side is going to look just as broken as Hard Legion did in that last round. They will still be able to get... Actually, no, double AWP setup out here. I thought Joe was going to have to settle with the P2K, but no. They actually do have quite the amount of rifles. This could still work out pretty well for Nemiga. It depends on how Hard Legion are caught off guard. They are going to go once again for the set piece towards A. The mid control coming out from the CTs again, going to storm straight up towards Stack. Unable to see any T-side presence, so they'll know that there are players in other areas for Hard Legion. No info seen towards the B side, but as soon as these smokes come in, they should know what's up.
They know it's a set piece. They know that there can't be any kind of a default. There's been so many times the Hard Legion have gone for the set pieces towards A and B. But this time around, though, they haven't quite quickly rotated in, and, well, already the damage. They know where Lollipop is.
Spray Storm Crad takes out one. There's already a player on the site, though, and he's going to storm his way straight up towards CT spawn. It will get shut down by Speedak. 2 for 1, and the AWP goes trading all the same. Joe's got his another AWP. Backs up towards the CT spawn. MDS on a backstab. Kinky's going to get spotted, so it's Sviat. Bomb to be seen. Headshots to be found. Kinky will fall. He'll face in. Sviat's right around the corner. Doubles up. And Rage left alone towards Connector. Will spray manically, but get no frags for his trouble. Back to evens as we go into the final round of the half. 7-7, completely even out on the board.
Unfortunately, they go for the set piece without any kind of a lurk, and what happens there is MDS just rotates up from being an aggressive out through top mid, and, well, they don't expect it at all. And Nemiga do a really good job of trying to hold down that side defensive to allow the rotation and the flank to come out from MDS. And even the double AWPs, we still haven't seen them come into too much contact in the last round. This could be the opportunity for Nemiga to be able to close out their 8th. Look at Forrester and how aggressive he is towards bottom connector.
Speedak just got a tight angle to work with, but he can't see anything from there. Look at the aggression in general from the CT side. Sviat being seen by Lollipop. He'll tap a couple different times, but unable to get that kill. Eventually swings in, gets that headshot all the same. Second player up, he heard those footsteps, but Crad will take him down, and Speedak will not miss on his shot towards Connector. Looking back towards Palace, sees a player, can't get that kill either. Who he falls back, sees one at the edge of the smoke, and Crad will be next in line to fall. Rage and Kinky, last 2 players left. Both recovering AKs from the dead T-side players out of ramp. The bomb plant can be secured here, but Kinky's going to try and isolate some kills towards Connector if possible. The smokes are up. Speedak and Box aren't going to face aggressive just yet. One player also at CT spawn to deal with. That's MDS. Time is ticking away. A dangerous open bomb plant. Will they go for the spray through on it? No, they won't. They'll concede it. Try to go for the retake. Flashes over. Box dead. Kinky's got another player to deal with back here in Connector. He knows where he is. The shot's connecting from speed. Not going to quite land onto the players.
Into the 2 versus 3, and the T side trying to take the fight, but look at the swing coming out from MDS. He's able to line up a couple. And for Nemiga, just making sure that they're playing that pretty calm, pretty smoothly, slowing it down once they get the retake through. Now, tell you what, considering that this is Nemiga's map pick, not to say they haven't played well or anything, but this is becoming a very close first half, and I think this first map is going to be very down to the wire.
It's like that speculation we were talking about in the pre-game. It's like, are Hard Legion going to be fatigued or warmed up off the back of that last series? And I think we've definitely seen it's actually going to be a pretty warmed up side that we're seeing in server at the moment. Whether or not that fatigue will develop as the series goes on, we'll have to find out. But yeah, Hard Legion having a fantastic T-side half. They're going into their CT side. Well, it could also step up. Again, both teams have basis on the CT side. Nemiga more so than Hard Legion. The pistol round may be the big momentum swing that we need for Hard Legion to get their way back into this second half. Obviously, Nemiga with their victory in the first half. And the odds do favour them, only by a little bit. It's the double flash smoke and flash smoke P250 for Speedak and Box. Going straight in for the connector and stairs area smokes. Rage is going to be taking that first kill. Joe will try frag back. Sviat's going to be able to take him down though. MDS to fall. Rage still looking for someone out of Palace. He will get forced back into position. Very aggressive angles, but the Nemiga side making their way out of ramp, looking for a bomb plant, looking to secure the pistol here on the A site.
Look how far. Are they going to try and wrap B with this bomb? They've pushed the bomb into jungle. Yes, they are.
Oh
They've
my
completely
God.
rotated off of B. This could be massive, but the thing is, they're not winning out the trades. It's a free bomb plan, but it's going to be a 2-on-4 post plan.
If Speedak got that kill over in jungle, then that might have been a plausibility right now for the T side. But as you mentioned, 4-on-2. 4-on-2 for the retake. Hard Legion, a 2-man advantage as the USPs start peeking in from shore. They'll see one player back over towards Truck. That's Box. Joe further back in the market area will take a face against Rage and lose it out. Box has got so much to do from here. It's just too much for him to handle. So many players to find. He's just not landing his shots. He's got Kinky so low, but unable to get the kill. 19 HP, 2k to his name. And an 8th for Hard Legion. They take an all-important pistol.
And I think you're completely right there, Jay. If they turn that into a 3-on-3 and get that bomb over to the B bomb site, they probably win out that round, considering how slow the retakes are going to be. That was a very good attempt, and I don't think initially that was their plan at all. It just looked like because they lost a couple of kills on the site, they found an opening out through jungle. And for Hard Legion, they completely rotated off. So it was a good mid-round call, but it was just unfortunate that Speedak wasn't able to find that really important kill.
Mag 10's out for the force bite here. Nemiga with that bomb plan bonus going to go straight in, try to see if they can secure a good round against them. Have got head Kevlar across the entire CT forces, so the Mag 10s aren't going to be too effective against the headshots. Kinky, not expecting them to be so close here over on the B bomb site. He will get one kill, but will get overwhelmed overall. A trade coming back from Rage here in towards Market, seeing one player crossing. Know that Joe's somewhere out there towards the left-hand side. He's still crossing. The Mac 10 does get another kill back all the same. So 3 versus 2. Sviat and Krad. Retake mode for Hard Legion. Going to have to wait for Krad to get position on the backstab. And neither player with a kit. This is going to be a tough little graft.
Yeah, I'm not sure why none of them have kits. This is going to be really difficult on the retake, especially with the time already going quite low. And it's got to be down to Krad. He's got to be able to try and find an opening because they know where Savat is. Krad is the unknown element. But I tell you what, no, they're out of there. There's no time. They're opting to go for the save. And this is twice now in this map alone that we've seen the anti-eco force buys being successful after the pistol.
Yeah, Nemiga fragging back, doing everything they can to bring the fight back to the Hard Legion camp. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect that Mac 10 buy to work. It definitely did. And for Nemiga, obviously, it's a massive, massive pickup here in this round. Putting themselves back into position for an opportunity at the rebuy here. Both teams will force invest. And the M4's out for Forrester alone on that CT side. Of course, M4 saved for the T side forces. And Nemiga looking to go back to the B site once again. Very quick out of the gate, it might seem like. Flashbang's coming in early. Forrester going to try to line up a first kill. Indeed, he will be able to do so. Box first man down. The SMG that fell, though. No rifles, they all stay in play.
A great opening coming out from Hard Legion. And it's over towards that B bomb side of Forrester. And Lollipop is at least going to be able to pick up the Molotov from his fallen teammate. But considering how much presence they put over towards the B apartments towards the start of the round, it's not a great start from Nemiga at all. So they're going to slowly start to take mid. And well, Hard Legion are pretty much playing exactly the same as how Nemiga were for a lot of these gun rounds. Just giving up mid control, not really having too much of a stance. And Krad expecting the pressure to come up through connector.
You'll be right about this. Here they all are. MDS going to take down Krad to start. 4-on-4 now. Nemiga have an open A bomb site. They've got a 5-7 backed up towards ramp. He's expecting a split here, Kinky, but he'll be completely wrong about that. The plant be secured here by the T side. The rifle's coming in from CT spawn. Speedak going to take down Forrester. Nade on towards him will do a bit of damage to him and Lollipop, but they still get a second kill. And Kinky will fall in his fat alone towards CT spawn. Not going to last long. There you go. Nemiga, confident follow-up to a confident return. And now we're back in the lead for the T side.
Yeah, Nemiga, very good round indeed. I love the way that they're actually trying to force the issue before that bomb gets down. We've seen a few times from Nemiga that they try and push Hard Legion into really passive positions for the retake and trying to take control of CT before even thinking about going for the bomb plant. And well, you look at the buy from Hard Legion. There isn't a buy. It's a complete save for the USPs.
Full eco should get rid of the part. Mac 10's in for Box. The trust him and can follow cash. He's right around the corner. He gets himself one frag and two. So $200 gain. Plenty of money, of course, for the C side. And, well, just Forrester left with that MAC-10 that he saved, and probably have to save what little he has. I mean, he could potentially peek in and potentially take an MDS and Joan, which would give him a little bit more money on Hard Legion. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation at the end of the day, because you're not saving much into the next round. There's a very unlikely chance you'll get anything out of this round, so, you know, just what can you do?
What can you do? Yeah, no, not too much. I mean, maybe see if he can look for an exit kill or something. But yeah, no, no matter if even if he holds on to this MAC-10 towards the end of the round, he's not going to anyway, but he would have been able to upgrade it. And I don't have money for that AWP. I mean, Forrester can glass cannon, but he never AWP, so it's just going to be M4s for the CT side for Hard Legion. And no upgrade for the AWP of Speedak, considering that there was a player that went down of box with that had that MAC-10 in the last round. They had a player that could have potentially given that AWP over to Speedak, but they opt against it and try and play the money game instead.
Flashes in towards that mid position. It's a lot of aggression out from Nemiga, going to try and get these rifles to work in against Hard Legion once again. A little bit of early damage done towards box. It's Crad the first to fall. MDS trying to continue the A-site aggression by taking out the player that's there. If they do so, they can push that bomb straight in from Connector. Rage is here from Sniper's Nest, though, and Kinky will find speed at 2 could line up for the likes of Rage, but only doing damage to MDS. He gets the kill in return. Box can follow suit on Sviat. Blind spray from the M4 of Kinky, can't do much. They've got they got Forrester out towards this A bomb site from CT Spawn. We'll get that kill on Box, but again, 3-on-2, bomb plants will be secure. This will be a retake here for the CT forces, and if he goes down at any one point, this will be round over. Does get MDS for the second kill, actually. So Forrester buying a chance for the CT side.
They think it's a fake. They're sworn that it's not an AP. And well, Hard Legion, this is unfortunately a misread. Are they going to rotate both players to B? I don't know where this information's coming out, considering that Hard Legion killed 2 players at A. And well, they've just completely rotated off the side. I mean, at least Forrester's been able to change up his position from CT now in towards that jungle window room.
I think it was his intention to try and grab the reposition here on the jungle area. Meanwhile, Nemiga pressing forward towards CT. I mean, they haven't got time to go all the way towards the B-bomb side. They'll have to give up that information. They'll have to potentially give up somebody's kill against the One's jungle. There it is, Forrester now known. Lollipop with the AK holding angle. M4 for Joe is standing by. Taps up, Forrester trying to look for this one kill. Joe's got an M4 as well. We had an AK dropped in front of him over towards the danger box. The Molotov should force him out of default as well. Swing in, good kill, finds one, but now he's 2 HP for Lollipop. The only man left standing. The Molotov on the bomb site should be able to secure it. That smoke actually extinguishes the flames. And Lollipop got a flashbang as well to try force Kinky off angle here. He faces away. He's downed by a little bit. 10 seconds, no kit as well. Actually, I don't think he's got time for this. He's tapped in once. He's out of dodge. This is going to be a 12th for Nemiga. Lollipop will go up with a bomb explosion, I believe. And Hard Legion just unable to get that retaken in time.
And unfortunately, it comes down to the CTs being so split. So obviously, Forrester, he fullbacks, changes his position up towards jungle. He gets the info and he calls for the rotate to come out from Kinky. But considering they've got no kits, it's a long rotate over from B to A, especially once that bomb's gone down. And well, Hard Legion, they're not able to find the kills quick enough. Lollipop does a great job of just trying to sell as much of a fake as possible out in CT, trying to bait the defuse up. And 12-8. Not quite an opening kill coming out from Joe. The aggression from Hard Legion is faced with quite a lot of players from Nemiga out through mid.
Well, the mid control established, trying to do damage between Lollipop and Kinky. Kinky takes that M4 and takes the opening kill at the very least. Something to start here for Hard Legion. The Eagle of Rage standing by, ready for Box to cross against him. He has no info to this. Of course, the smokes are up. They will start to clear in about 10 seconds time. The AK is continuing to face, taking damage, but they've been unable to get the kills back against Hard Legion.
Ooh, I mean, look, they've got info. They've actually got a stack here at the B bombs. Like, there's 3 CTs here.
They're going to get the kills back, 3-on-3. MDS doubles up, but Forrester drops the bomb on the man. Speedak going to move in next. Spray through, takes him down. Sviat, last man standing with the deagle, out towards the backstab. The bomb plant can be secured. The question is, Will he get the retake together? No kit, no utility, just this Deagle and a Dream. Speedak's gonna, oh, show his head. That's a good headshot. And a one-on-one once again for Sviat. Is he gonna go for the wallbang play? That would be impressive if he did. Joe's going to tap that bomb once, and Sviat's going to fall back out position. 25 seconds and an open plant once again towards short. How will Sviat deal with this? He's got to drop in. Joe's going to wait for that information. And time ticks away. Again, no kit for the CT. Joe's got everything he needs to work with, just looking for that one angle. Sviat just can't find it. He does drop in the end. Joe hears it, expecting him to press up, and indeed he does. Round of the corner, the perfect timing for the AK. Ringer roses, he just can't find the angle. He'll try to look for one of these rifles and get out of dodge because there's just no way that he's going to win this round. Joe on site, will take the spray, will take the kill. And we'll stay alive for Nemiga on their 13-8 now. This T side starting to look real good.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, a little bit scary there, considering that the half-buy was able to do so much damage with only a single M4, but this is now 5 rounds in a row for Nemiga on the T side, and well, they're getting closer and closer to victory on this first map of the series. They have got the AWP out for Rage, which I believe is the first time in the second half that we've seen that come out for Rage. But Hard Legion, they've got to strike, and they've got to strike now. They need to get around back. And look at the aggression coming out from mid. But they straight away, they get the aggression out, and they fall back.
Flash is evaded as well. Lollipop able to swing in against Crad and take him down. Nemiga are pressing aggression out here towards the ramp position. Lollipop looking against Sviat. Takes himself a 2K. AWP next up from Rage. Here's the scope in. Lollipop on the 3. Headshots aplenty. And the CT side has just been decimated here in this round. There are 2 more players left standing on CT spawn. The bomb's going to make its way towards A. So they have that much in terms of map control to work with. But the plant is secured successfully. No casualties from the T side. Finally one comes in the post plant. But Forrester, all his teammates are falling around him, and Lollipop's hunting for his 4K. He'll get it in hole. Wow, Nemiga turning it on in the late half of the T side.
Now I want a Lollipop. That was insane. That was such a great entry out to the A bomb side, getting the 3 openers and, well, just pretty much sealing them the rounds, and then follows up, and they don't even need to take the fight to the CT player. They don't need to, but he goes, you know what, I will. And, well, he gets 4 kills from it. 22 and 12 at the moment for Lollipop, and well, Hard Legion, they're going to force this. Rather than playing for OT, they're going to force the FAMASas, the M4s out as well. Only 1 kit.
Yeah, that's going to suck, especially as the teammates start falling. Kinky's got to play so carefully around this. He is the contact player of the A bomb site, and he's got to basically stay alive whilst getting all the kills and taking the front of the defensive. Gets that first pick, falls back off default. Crowd bursting through the smoke does take out Speedak. And Kinky gets a 2nd and a 3rd kill alongside Forrester in the back line, supporting against the Palace position.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait, you didn't know about Cash Out? Cash Out is when you can get your stake back even when your bet is going against you. Just 1 hit and your money is safe. So go to LOOT.BET to cash out now.
And that will be a big defensive coming in from the CT side.
Oh, that's huge. That's very, very big from Hard Legion. I've got to be honest, I did not expect they were going to be able to win that out. But going back into this could just be the chance they need, especially with Savat opening up and Hard Legion. They've struggled to find these opening picks, but Lollipop, I mean, he's doing everything at the moment. What a follow-up with 2 kills coming through. What man can do as much as him?
Rage will try to respond to it with the AWP. He's landed some close shots at this one. MDS will go falling, but Lollipop still looking for his 3K. Turns on towards CT. Forrester takes him down. Speedak and Joe, last 2 players left, and Joe was pushed in towards B site. You're right. The CTs will try to make their way out. Joe's going to try and hunt for a kill. Expect aggression from Kinky, and he'd be right to see this. Here to hold off against the CT forces, but they've rotated back towards mid. He won't see anything. The bomb. Info's being heard. Joe's calling it out. They're deliberating something out here. They're going towards underpass. If they get this kill, the AWP, Speedak, back out position. He does not hear Forrester. He should secure a plant from here.
But there's no way they expect Joe here. There is no way they expect him out from market. But there is a quick flank, and Rage should get taken down. There's no way he should be able to win this out. But there is that element of surprise coming out from Forrester. Speedak trying to hold the angle out from the fan position. Forrester's going to trade it, and now Joe, he's turned it into a 1 versus 1.
Quick kill against Raze. Tap up, stick in the defuse, stick in the defuse. Joe, Molotov's a little bit too late, mate. Hard Legion stealing the round underneath the nose of Nemiga again. Oh, that could have gone so much better. And Joe's going to be kicking himself off the back of that. You know, he held passive, he held aggressive, held every single angle he could, but just not at the right times. And 14 to 10, 4 rounds in deficit right now for Hard Legion, and a pause will be called.
That's a good moment. You'd expect that it has to be a Hard Legion tactical. This is 2 rounds in a row where, well, even though they've won 2 rounds, Nemiga have made it really expensive. Everyone goes down there from Hard Legion after getting the defuse through. Oh my. They're just holding on at the moment. Just holding on. And it looks like Kinky's the man to be stepping up in terms of the kills for this Hard Legion side. 21 and 16. Even the utility damage is pretty high on both MDS and Joe. None for Speedak. I suppose he is the AWPer, so you can kind of understand that. The Hard Legion, they're coming back, Jay, but they're not finding it easy. This is not a swift comeback.
No, this is going to be one that takes a long little time. And, I mean, they're on the comeback right now. They've grounded back from that, what was it, like 14 to 9, 14 to 8 or so?
Yeah, 14 to 8.
And Hard Legion mount up to the sheer strength that Nemiga have shown in this one. They had a great T-side half. This CT side not quite gone as well as they would have wanted it to, but either way, this Nemiga camp still bearing down upon them here. The M4s will come out, the AWP forced back, of course, for Hard Legion, as you would expect off the back of a round victory, but it's not going to look amazing here, Dwayne, and I could see some very serious issues coming out. Sviat's yet to invest. He should buy the M4 and the you know, the utility with Kevlar standard. And there it is. Helmet instead, actually. I don't know why he went for that. And the AKs are going to be out for Nemiga. Probably an economical misread, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe expecting some Mac 10s or something. But Hard Legion. Let's have a look of what hold's going to come out to the A bomb site. Because this is going to be another set piece. A little bit different this time around because they've got 2 players to come out from Palace.
Krad's going to burn. Enters Molotov, and Boypop's going to take him down. Rage will respond with the AWP turnaround for the second pick as well. On for his 3K perhaps. MDS going to get tagged to 16 HP. Sviat's just waiting patiently. His Speedak finally takes the AWPer out of the back line. Kinky, top of ticket booth though. Top of the smoke, got a bit of vision but does not see anything from the T side. Joe going to look to cross check out Dark, seeing nothing. One player back over to the firebox. Just locks onto that headshot. Joe's going to take out Speedak with a TK, but he does end up taking out Kinky in the collateral. So map point for Nemiga as eventually they do overwhelm the A-site defense.
Oh, really nice entries. I mean, Rage had a pretty good hold. He found 2 fantastic kills around that danger box or triple box on the A-bomb site, but really, they weren't able to hold. Savat, he almost seemed like he was in a perfect position that it wasn't going to get checked, but Nemiga making sure to crossfire with one another. And, well, you look at the Hard Legion comeback 2 rounds in a row. It's been instantly responded by, and with the buy, it's not great at all.
Yeah, Hard Legion in a very, very tough little situation. If they lose this, they are going to be done. Kinky with the deagle out here towards the ladder. Lollipop's ready for it. Flashbang against him. Seeing the man, taking him down. Speedak getting a kill on Forrester. It's a 5v3 already, and the B site is open. There is just no way back from here, I don't think. I think Hard Legion are going to concede this from 16-10. We should see Nemiga taking their map pick a Mirage.
Man, it seems like that's probably going to be the case here, especially with the fact of, well, no one's even really close to this B bomb site. Krad's the only one here. The MP9, no kits up for the CT side. And well, Nemiga, after a bit of a steady first half, they've really come into their own on the T side and shown us exactly what they're made of. The Lollipop has really started to explode, and well, I hope this continues going forward into the series. As Jay, it certainly does look like now it is going to be their 16th, with Savat being the last one left, at least trying to do as much as he can, seeing if he can take a couple of players down, but that is going to be it. 16-10, Nemiga on the first map, their own map pick of Mirage, but Overpass is going to be coming up next. Hard Legion looking to respond. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
It's amazing how much I love betting on esports. It's so cool. What's even better is when I can use Cash Out. Wait,